Welcome to the Sun and Fun 2021 Quick Take episodes. All right, we're still here at Sun and Fun 2021, and I wanted to talk for a moment with John Young, who's sitting next to me here, who started this really awesome event called Arkanstol in Arkansas.
It's big.
Oh, it's made for my hips, not your hips. Sorry. You don't want to wave? Thumbs up? Something?
I'm so excited.
I'm Steve Henry from Nampa, Idaho. I'm Hal Stockman. I'm Levi Nogues.
This is Darren Hart.
Hey, I'm John Humbert.
Hi, I'm Austin Clemens.
I'm Tony Armour.
My name is Jaden Newman.
Name's Rob Brady.
Steve Pierce. Kevin Johnson.
My name's Virgil Irwin.
Is he going to take off right now? So I'm going to hand the mic over to him so he can introduce you to where it is and what it's about.
All right, thanks, Brian. First of all, welcome to all you folks that maybe weren't able to make it down here to Lakeland. Aviation seems to be alive and well in 2021, so we're glad to see that. Great attendance to the show, great weather. And Brian, thanks so much for having us on. Yeah, there are actually three of us that founded Arkanstol. Arkanstol is not me; it's a bunch of people. It's over 50 volunteers. It's a great venue in Byrds Adventure Center to allow us to host the event there. We try to think that maybe it's something special, but it was really started about a year and a half ago with an idea. Sitting around the campfire at Byrds one night and talking about all these runways that they have, and they have, I don't know, 20 some runways. The owner gets a little bit nutty with a lawnmower every once in a while and goes and cuts a new runway and lands it in his kit fox, and he wants to show it off to us. But there's about 4 runways that are landable for most lightweight, light bush size, maybe a little bit larger. Definitely all the Zeniths and kit foxes and just aircraft and things like that have no problem at all. Carbon Cubs, that type of deal, handling these runways anywhere from 600 to 1,800 feet, and we use 4 of them in the competition. It's a timed event. It is a true, what we believe is a true backcountry use of the airplane. So we emphasize safety a lot. We emphasize good judgment. It's not about stopping on a line, and trying to get airborne as quick as you can. It's not about hitting that line and getting to stop, as quick as you can. There's a judgment about how far do you land down the runway before you turn 180 degrees and take off the other direction,
Yeah, my experience, well, everybody's was a first experience, of course, but easily compared to almost like a backwoods Grand Prix, because you could sit at one of 4 locations for the different runways, and you've got the action right there in front of you, but then it goes away for a few seconds and comes back, just like a Grand Prix if you're sitting at the sideline in the middle of a city somewhere. So that in itself is kind of unique.
So it is in Arkansas. So it's more of a barrel race than a Grand Prix. But I like your comparison. I do. So we tried to hold true to Arkansas and Arkansas as well. One of the things that came to me when I was doing a video for instructional video on the course, because we knew people would have a hard time grasping what it really was. As I was making the corner at one time, it hit me. It's how fast can you go slow? It's not about how slow can you go, because you're sprinting to the next runway. You're slowing down as quick as you can, like you're going into a corner on a Grand Prix, and you're trying to figure out where you have to apply those brakes and when you can accelerate out of it. So there's a lot of mental math that goes on there, and very few rules. We're trying to keep the rules to a minimum to keep it simple and keep it focused.
So the backdrop for this place is a really, really interesting place as well. It's at the Byrds Adventure Center, which is an off-road ATV, UTV park with camping, grass fields, valleys. On the horizons, you've got the like people call those foothills. To me, they're mountains. From Florida, I would call those mountains, but they're foothills. There's a river by it, so it's a very the backdrop and the environment is conducive to the uniqueness of this as well. Why don't you tell them when it's going to happen this year?
Okay.
We are partnering with great companies like Dynon Avionics, Airworx, Airtech Coatings. These sponsors make all of this original aviation content possible. So I invite you after this video to check out the links below and say hello to our sponsors. Tell them you found them here on the Experimental Aircraft channel.
So we are shifting it back about 3 weeks this year to coincide with some other aviation events that are out there in the STOL community. Also to capture maybe a little better weather window. This is backcountry and it's outdoors, so you got to contend with that. But this should give us historically a little bit better chances on that. So it's September 29th through the 3rd. And if you look at last year's event, you'll notice that's extended a day. We've had a tremendous amount of response. Most of the pilots that flew in last year's events are coming back. Pretty much, I think all the sponsors are in to come back and more at this point, which we're just absolutely thrilled and thankful for, because without the pilots doing what they're doing, without the sponsors supporting and believing in it, we wouldn't have an event. So, and what that gets for you guys out there is something that I think you'll enjoy and is very quality. We are going to try to get more pilots in this year. We can do the max on the big day of Saturday of about 35. That's 70 runs in one day. And this year we're working on a plan to extend it by a day and have some time trials leading up to the event. And then the fastest 35 will run on Saturday. That's all the details I'll give right now, because we haven't figured exactly everything out. And the reason why it's an issue is because it's a confined area valley and we have to arrange arrivals safely. So we have a whole system to do that, ground crew and air crew. And we're just hoping that that people will come out, feel the specialness we feel, and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, speaking of being in the backwoods, this is so backwoods. Don't worry about catching your news updates and whatever political argument is going on, because there is no cell phone reception there, or at least very little. So you can focus on aviation, on relaxing over the weekend, and just having some fun with a lot of aviation enthusiasts as well. So where are there's ticket sales? Where can they go to sign up or get more information about the exact dates?
Okay, we do have a website, www.arkanstol.com. Very simple, very easy, ARKANSTOL.com. The website right now is in transition. There's still a lot of great information on there about, we have a full fly-in procedure you can review. You can get a good sense of what the place is like and what you'll need to do. They have very limited remaining RV spots. A lot of the spots have been taken, but it is a primitive camping venue, and I'll call it glamping. They have the best shower facilities of an outdoor campground I've ever seen. They've got a restaurant on site. Motels are probably the closest motel is about 30 miles away. It's very nice. I mean, the folks do a great job. The guy really hustles and it's clean, but it's on winding roads. So the more you can plan to stay at the show and camp, I guarantee you it'll be worth your while to be there in the evening.
And that I can vouch for that. It's part of the experience to be there up until the wee hours of, oh gosh, it's midnight, time to go to bed, because you've had such a long conversation with your fellow pilot and so forth. So I'll also be updating our website at experimentalaircraftchannel.com now and in the future for events across the nation. So be sure to check out our website as well. Thanks for taking a few minutes today and sharing what you're doing at Arkanstol.
All right, thanks so much, Brian, and can't wait to see you there.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of the Experimental Aircraft Channel. Remember to like and subscribe. Check out our brand new website at experimentalaircraftchannel.com. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.